across ages and spectrums. They're coming together in this new single that was done via Zoom. You remember Young at Heart, a choir from ages 75 to 90? They matched with a younger choir, kids from 11 to 16. We'll talk to the Young at Heart group along with the Chicago Children's Choir next.
Fox 2 Weather Authority, brought to you by Master Rebath. Bathroom remodeling made effortless.
It was time to update the bathroom.
But we didn't want to break the bank.
Rebath made it effortless.
They gave us the bathroom
we've always wanted.
Save $1,000 off your complete bathroom remodel.
America, one people from many.
Born imperfect but bending the arc of history to make our union more perfect and overcome the forces of hatred, fear, and oppression.
Obligated to protect the ideals of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Inheritors of the long duty to protect freedom and liberty.
And we are sworn to defeat Donald Trump. It is why we stand. It is why we fight.
It is why he fears us, fears you. We are unified, growing, an American movement.
We are strong. He is weak. We are many. He is failing.
We will defeat Trump. We can, and we must. We will begin anew, as America always does.
We will heal, recover, and rebuild.
We will go forward together. This is the fight to which we are called.
This is the battle of our generation. Join us.
The Lincoln Project is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Hey, can I...
Hold on 1 second.
Sure.
Okay. Safe drivers save 40%.
Check it out. Safe drivers save 40%.
Safe drivers save 40%.
Safe drivers save 40%.
That's Safe Drivers Save 40%.
It is.
Hi.
Hey, that's totally him. That's totally the guy.
Safe drivers do save 40%. And in Michigan, auto reform is here. Lower your costs, not your standards. Visit allstate.com or call a local agent for a quote today.
They call him the Invisible Man, the politician known for doing nothing. Gary Peters. Nothing to prepare us for COVID, his responsibility. Nothing for our economy. Peters doesn't show up for work, skipped 84% of small business hearings. Nothing to protect workers, skipped 89% of hearings on China. But Peters has done one thing, got rich in public office, doubled his wealth. Gary Peters, invisible for Michigan.
I'm John James, and I approve this message.
There comes a point when you realize the bathroom you used to love needs a makeover. Let a professional rebath design consultant help craft the look you want. Save $1,000 off your complete bathroom remodel.
Thanks for watching The 9.
Or so new songs that I want to take a look at.
I feel good. Nice. Okay, you may remember the 2007 documentary that touched my heart about a group called Young at Heart. Now, they've done much more since '07. They've been touring the world, including with the Chicago Children's Choir. And joining me this morning are many members of the Chicago Children's Choir, from conductor Molly Stone to Hannah, Natasha, Mariah, and Zachariah. And from Young at Heart, we have John Reinhardt, who is the 85-year-old member, and Bob Silman, who is the director. First of all, to all of you, thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
First of all, let's talk to you, Bob. You can explain to everyone who hasn't heard of Young at Heart before exactly what the group is. It's singers between 75 and 90, but tell us who Young at Heart is.
Well, Young at Heart started in Northampton, Massachusetts at a meal site for the elderly. And it just started very innocently, singing some music and trying to do a few performances. And then all of a sudden it became, we got invited to sing in Holland, and we just started touring around the world. And then back, as you mentioned, there was a movie made about us in 2006 that you saw in 2007. And we've been touring ever since, and every once in a while we get a lucky break and we get to work with an amazing group, and that happened to us in 2014 when we worked with the Chicago Children's Choir, led by Molly Stone at the time.
Now, Molly, talk about what it means for the kids, because how old are the kids in the Chicago Children's Choir?
Well, the kids in the choir range between 8 to 18 years old. The singers that we had on our tour where we got to perform with Young at Heart, I believe were roughly between 11 and 18. And it's really an incredible experience because oftentimes you only think to have children's choirs collaborate with other children's choirs. And the idea of bringing us together with people who are at the other end of the spectrum, it was really such a novel idea and so much fun, both musically and socially.
All right, John, I'm going to jump to you right now. What did it mean for you guys to have the kids on board when you guys are doing your songs and collaborating with kids to make music?
It was absolutely awesome. It really was. We really had a fun time, and I think everyone enjoyed it. Especially, I know the kids enjoyed it for sure. And so did the Young at Heart members also.
What did you learn anything from these kids? I mean, you're experienced. You're an older man. Did you learn from the kids?
I'm not experienced, but I did learn a lot from these kids. They taught us discipline, but we had part of that anyway. But those kids were just absolutely phenomenal. I would love to meet them again.
Mia, I'll talk to you first. What was it like for you, and what did you learn singing with a different group of individuals?
Well, when we went, it was my first time with them, and I just honestly had the most fun. Like, I learned, like, the true love and friends about the tour, and it was just so nice because you're meeting people that you've never met before, and they're starting to get to their slow down with life and stuff, and you get to meet them and see that they're really dedicated and like this is really what they want to do. And I just love that. I love that.
Yeah, let's jump into the music for a second, Natasha. I know there's a single that's going to come out Friday, which this today, because this is when the interview is going to run, but it's called A Change Is Gonna Come. Now, that's a Sam Cooke song. This is Motown. I'm sitting in Detroit. Natasha, what did you know about this song, A Change Is Gonna Come?
I didn't know anything about this song, but when we learned it, it was one of the most awesome things I've ever done in my life because we got to learn it ourselves at home, and then we went and we sung it with Young at Heart, and they were so amazing, and they got right into it, and it was so fun.
Hannah, talk about one thing that you learned from the group Young at Heart.
It was a really good experience to get a new grasp on what a choir can mean because in the Chicago Children's Choir, specifically in the Hyde Park group, we do a lot of folk music and pop music, and I think of myself as a rock music scholar, and it was so fun to see a group of singers performing A Message to You, Rudy, and it just brought up such feelings because rock music has been a part of my life just as long as CCC has, and so it was really enriching to get a new type of music.
What I love is the song choice. The Change Is Going to Come is so poignant now and back when some of the members of the group were younger. Zachariah, when you sang the song, what did that bring to your heart? What does the song mean to you?
Song, it was a new experience for me. I learned a lot from Young at Heart with the song. It gave me a new perspective. I thought mainly, I never even knew that I didn't even know that Young at Heart existed before this. So I got a new perspective on what a choir could mean and what a choir does mean.
That was the most people I've ever had in an interview, by the way. You'll find a link to the performance on their website. That's youngatheartchorus.com.
All right, very good. I'm sure it sounds good.
It does.
If we could hear them sing.